Am I the a-hole stories? Update: Am I the a-hole for donating my deceased daughter's college fund instead of giving it to my husband's daughter? Original story. So, I have a 16-year-old daughter that passed away in a car accident October 19th. I've been collecting a college fund for her since she was young. My ex-husband and I both put money into it as well as she put some of her paychecks from work into it, and it's about $25,000 full. I recently got remarried to a man who has a 30-year-old daughter. My stepdaughter doesn't like me, because I'm only 3 years older than her. My husband is significantly older than I am. My daughter was very passionate about the environment, and my ex-husband and I discussed what we would do with the college fund. My husband says it was my daughter and I can do what I feel is right to honor her. We decided to divide it and we would each donate to charities we felt would make our daughter proud. My stepdaughter, however, thinks we should split it evenly and she should get some cushion for buying a house, since I'm married to her father and that makes my contribution his money too. She thinks donating essentially $13,000 wouldn't mean anything to a big charity, and I could help someone I know in real life. My husband has since joined her side, and thinks $13,000 would help her buy a house and we can honor my daughter in another way. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to change my plans? Edit: There seems to be some confusion and I'm so sorry for wording it poorly. My ex-husband and I, and a little bit my daughter, are the sole people putting money into the fund. My current husband has not put any money into the fund from his personal finances. My stepdaughter and my biological daughter did not have a relationship, as my stepdaughter is almost twice her age. I am 33, my husband is 58. We have a joint house account, as well as separate personal funds. My stepdaughter has brought this up multiple times. It wasn't just a suggestion, she constantly brings it up. My stepdaughter is also not poor off financially. She can afford a house, she is single, my husband helped her pay off her debt before we got married. She just wants some cushion. Edit 2: I am dividing the funds with my ex-husband, not my husband now. My ex-husband gets half to do with as he pleases to honor our daughter. My current husband gets nothing. Now for the top comments before we read the update. Not the a-hole. What a greedy young woman your stepdaughter is. That wouldn't be honoring your daughter, really, as it has nothing to do with her. Stick to your guns. Like daughter like father. Both of them are freaking greedy. Piggybacking this, the husband is the a-hole as much as his daughter. Not the a-hole. She is not entitled to your daughter's college fund. I'm actually appalled that she would even ask for it. More so, that her father has taken her side. I'm astounded that people like this actually exist. Honestly, this woman lost her teenage daughter in a car accident and this grown woman is demanding money from her new stepmom that she barely even knows. I just can't believe her husband is siding with his gold-digging daughter, after she demanded money that you and your daughter saved. Not the a-hole at all. Edit: I really hope you do what you want with your daughter's savings. Don't let anyone bully you into giving them, or anyone else, 1 cent of that money. And apparently the stepdaughter doesn't like OP. I can sort of understand because of the age difference, but you can't openly dislike someone and then demand money from them. Stepdaughter is an entitled jerk. Not the a-hole, OP, and tell your husband that he doesn't get a say in money that you, your ex, and your daughter saved. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Not the a-hole. Your stepdaughter and husband are being really ugly here. They are not at all entitled to money you, your ex-husband, and your daughter put into a college fund. Their disrespect for your choice in how to honor your daughter and obvious money grubbing is making my stomach turn here. Now for the update. I've gotten messages asking for an update, so I'll give one. I left my husband. He told me I couldn't do what I wanted with the college fund. I took my name off the account so my ex-husband was the only owner, in the case that my soon-to-be ex-husband tried to claim that money in our divorce. My daughter's father and I went for a trip to my daughter's favorite town. We went to her favorite spot and spread her ashes. I've been staying with my sister, and looking for apartments to move into. As far as the fund, we have discussed starting a scholarship, or paying a student's tuition. We haven't decided exactly what to do. That's about it. Now for some comments. I'm so sorry to hear that after losing your daughter so tragically, that your marriage has ended as well. But probably for the best if he was unable to support you on this. I hope the rest of 2020 brings you better fortune. Well put. I think OP made the right decision. Paying off another student's debt would be an amazing donation in her daughter's honor. I'm still impressed with OP's financial skills, to be 33, have raised a daughter and been able to save $25K for her tuition. What an amazing person. I am just so in love with the fact that you and your ex-husband can come together in a time like this. I am so sorry for your loss, and I truly hope that whatever you and your ex-husband choose to do with the money, brings each of you peace, and helps your daughter rest. Sending good vibes your way and keeping you in my thoughts. It's honestly a bit boggling. My parents are cordial, but it's pretty freaking icy, and for absolute good reason. But my friend has divorced parents who still hang out. They've both moved on, had new families, but all still hang out as one giant unit, because almost everyone came into their new relationships with that understanding, and it's so weird to me. It's actually kind of awesome. Used to work with someone like that. She and her husband had 2 kids, then divorced. Few years later she started seeing ex-husband's best friend, they got married and now have 2 kids with each other. The ex-husband, current husband, and wife hang out all the time. The ex even bought a house just down the street, so they can all be close. Nothing has changed between him and his best friend either. That is mind-blowing levels of cooperation, and I have no idea how they do it. I think a scholarship or tuition support is a beautiful way to honor your daughter. I'm so sorry your soon-to-be ex decided to be absolutely hideous about this. In a way, it's a blessing she's seen his true colors before wasting any more of her life with him. I also think supporting another child with college tuition would be fantastic. I'm not sure of how the foster system works in America, but maybe a child is aging out of it soon and hoping to go to college and would benefit from the funding? Or maybe a family friend's child or another young relative? Now for the next story. Am I the a-hole for not paying for my sister's college? I am the 7th children that my family took on. They had adopted 9, 50 female, 46 male, 42 male, 36 female, 31 female, 30 female, 29 male, 18 female, 10 female. We have a tradition, that we pay for the next youngest college. I would be paying for my 18-year-old sister's, Kelly, college, but she started school late and got left back a couple times, so she won't be in college until she's 22. She's adamant on going to college and we all support her. I got a good paying job out of college and have already saved enough for her. It's not like Kelly doesn't have a job, she is a freelance artist and a good one at that. She makes enough money a year to pay for her needs and all the designer's stuff she wants. I understand she pays for her supplies and stuff, but what she said was unacceptable. This came to head last night when we were all eating dinner. My parents addressed that after the youngest graduated college, to be fair for everyone, she would give them the money if they were still alive, because there is no other child to pay for. If they weren't alive, then they'd like if she gives the money to various charities. She agreed because she's such a kind soul. Then Kelly said that she wouldn't be paying for the youngest college, because she wasn't smart enough. She can't say that a 10-year-old is not smart enough, because she is still learning. Then she said, because she wasn't really her sister, she didn't need to do anything for her. When our parents asked her why she felt like she shouldn't, she said that she wasn't obligated to help, and that broke the camel's back. I don't know if I used that right. I agree that she isn't obligated to pay for the youngest college, so in turn, I said I wasn't obligated to pay for hers, and instead would be giving it to the youngest. She blew up and got mad at me, saying that I can't just do that to her and it isn't fair. I just sat back and listened to her tirade. She went on and on about how bad of a brother I am. By the end of it, she stormed off to her room. It might be bad, but the rest of us just ate dinner, seeing as she brought this on herself. My parents and everyone else say I'm in the right, because in her logic I'm not obligated to do anything for her. The youngest was pretty quiet for the rest of the dinner, but we told her we loved her no matter what. I've been getting calls from my Kelly's friends telling me I'm the a-hole, because I'll be ruining her life by not paying. I think I'm not the a-hole, because she got what was coming to her. Reddit: am I the a-hole for not wanting to pay for my sister's college, when she won't do the same with the youngest child? Now for the top comments. Not the a-hole. It is bad enough to say that the youngest is not smart enough for college, despicable to have said it in front of her. She should be ashamed of herself. I would not give a penny to that hypocrite. Best wishes. Agreed, not the a-hole. It is not clear to what degree OP meant what he said, but the words themselves were exactly right in pointing out the hypocrisy of his sister. Hopefully she'll come to understand this, and if she still decides to not pay for younger sister/half-sister, at least not stifle her potential by saying things like this. OP shouldn't pay for her since she showed her intentions. If she says she will pay it, it will only be to appease OP to get her own college paid. Not the a-hole. She sounds so entitled. You can save your money and pay for the youngest yourself when their time comes. What bothered me the most was when she said that the youngest wasn't really her sister. Not the a-hole, but I've never heard of a system like that. Me neither. It happened when my oldest sister paid for my brother and he paid for the next. Hey, I think it's a great system and it works. It's pretty much just a pay-it-forward concept for your family. Now for the last story. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to use my inheritance on my kids? I got pregnant right out of high school. I was lucky that the dad didn't run off and wanted to be in the child's life. He went to college while I stayed and worked at an office job. We continued to date throughout the whole thing, and got married when he graduated from college. It took a while, but with our combined incomes, we can live a decent life, middle class. I had 2 other children with him. All of the kids are adults now, and 2 are in college while the other graduated. Each kid had a college fund of about $50,000. Well, my father died due to the pandemic, and in the will, I got a lot of money and property. If I sold the properties, I would have enough to retire right now. I talked to my husband about it and we decided to sell the properties. With the combined money we were going to put 3/4 into our retirement fund, and use the rest to explore the world and fund money. I have never left the USA before, and it has been a dream to see the world for such a long time. We are making plans to keep working until 2023, and then go explore the world for a whole year. We told our kids the plan, and they were upset that we weren't using the money to pay for their college/debt. Every kid has debt since the $50,000 didn't cover everything, so they had to take out loans. It turned into an argument and I put my foot down and said no, and that I am finally going to do what I want. That I sacrificed enough, and that I'm not giving up this dream again. My kids aren't happy with my husband and I just wanted an outsider's perspective if I am being an A. Now for the top comments. Not the a-hole. What? No. You did your job as a parent, and gave them a chunk of change for college. They have zero right to your inheritance. That is far more money than my parents gave me for college, and I'm not witching when they do things for fun. OP's kids are entitled. Not the a-hole. You gave your kids a good start in life and you gifted each of them $50,000 for college. Enjoy your trip around the world. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy life and be happy. Sometimes it happens that the more you give, the more is expected of you. Your kids are not entitled to your inheritance. If there is value in your estate upon your passing, fine, they'll have that. My mother has informed me, she is blowing my inheritance on luxuries for herself and good on her. She has worked hard all her life and deserves every happiness. Upset after getting $50K. My God, what ungrateful brats. Not the a-hole. You've worked your butt off to provide for your kids, and set them up for success. Student debt is sadly a part of life, but you've even given them a heck of a leg up on that with the $50,000 college funds. Your kids can handle their own debt and work to build their own lives. It's time for you and your husband to enjoy life. And that's it for this video, guys. If you have thoughts to share, leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this content. I'll catch you in the next one. Good day, everyone.